30 Minutes of UMoria, Show 14. Welcome back to the roguelike journey to the bottom of the dungeon, where the Balrog lives. Let's get started. This, the 14th show of 30 Minutes of UMoria, is brought to you by the uppercase letter R. The uppercase letter R represents 9 different creatures in UMoria, one of which is the large brown snake. The large brown snake is usually found at depths of 50 feet and moves a bit erratically and slowly. It has an armor rating of 35 and a life rating of 4d6. It is susceptible to frost, to fire, and to acid. It pays very little attention to intruders, which it may notice from 40 feet away. It can bite to attack with damage 1d3, and crush to attack with damage 1d4. The large brown snake. Before we get started, let's check out the wheel source code. Alright, let's see what the wheel has for us this time. Spin it. What's it gonna be? Let's see what it's gonna be and stop it. Change stat. I'm not sure I know that one. 38 lines long in create.c. Change stat. 2 parameters returns nothing. Change stat. There it is. Alright. I like it when there's a nice comment at the top like that. Changes stats by a given amount. Which stat and which amount? JWT. Jimmy Wayne Todd. Alright. Here's the top of the function. Here's the bottom of the function. It ends with that. Modifying the player's max stat by to be another amount. And here's the whole function. Alright, if the amount is below 0, then we're going to do one thing this way. And if the amount is above 0, then we're going to do it this way. Oh, there might be a spoiler here, I'm not sure. Looks like there's some randomness here. So, when you say change stat by an amount, and it's more than 0, when you say change it by 1, then look at that. When it's below 18, you just add 1. But when you say change it by 1, and you're at 88 or 87/100, it's going to add on a random amount to the 87 in between this much. Isn't that neat? Very neat. Huh. I'm not sure what this is, though. How can it be over 108? Ah, I see. Complicated. I believe temp stat is a char. No, it's an int. But I believe that would be a char. I think it only goes to 128. That's what I'm getting at. Unsigned char. So the first 20 is up to 18, right? And then the next 100 would be the bonus on 18. That's what's going on there. So that's that. The negative amount, we won't get into that because that's all special case stuff. Okay, down here that's our player. Our player has a stat. He has a max stat as well as a current stat, and that's where it's set. Makes sense. Let's check out the caller. Ooh, lots of changes. Look at them all. Whew. Well, get all stats, and we're changing stats by a certain amount. What's that all about? So that's about character generation. RGM, I don't even know who that is. RGM. Oh, usually I know the names. Okay. What's this one then? Get class. Ah, so the class has certain attributes that need to be added or subtracted. That's what all this is here. Very neat. That's what's going on there. And we're back at our function. There it is. This is the stat. And we've seen them before. They all have like A whatever, A stir, A int, A viz, and so on. Alright, I hope you learned something. I kinda did. It's kinda complicated, this part down here. The way that the stat number is really a number between 1 and 118. 0 and 118. Alright, that is the Wheel of Source Code. See you next time. Here it is, it's Moria. It's a roguelike game. Here's our character. Her name is Yisha. She is level 16. And as you can see by her stats, she's hurting a bit. She has a bit of a wisdom problem and a bit of a constitution problem. Well, we are at the town level, and you'd think there would be something we can do about that, but we already went to the store, if I remember correctly, and you know what? They couldn't do anything for us. They didn't have any of those potions. What we're going to do is we're going to escape down to the 50-foot mark, and we're going to find the stairway up, which is nearby, and we're going to have a little nap, you see? If I can get to those stairs somehow. Huh. How do you get there? Here we are. Here's the deal. The stores restock every so often. So what we do is we take off our brass lantern and we rest. And while we rest, time passes upstairs in the town. Hopefully when we come back, those potions will be available. So, yeah, it's just a bit of a waiting game. I think there are, I'm guessing, I think there are either 15,000 or 10,000 turns in a day. I forget. 7,500 makes sense. 7,500 times 2. Because that's how, it's half a day of lantern oil. I think it's half a day. Anyway, just about done. By all rights, you can flip a coin whether, 7,500 is going to flip over the day to the next one. So we'll just try that. We'll just see if the store's contents changed at all. So, yeah, we have items that we could drop, but we're going to actually wait to drop those in a lower depth. It's a good thing to do. Wink, wink. If you know what I'm talking about, don't say anything. Okay, here we are. Let's wear our lantern again. Up we go. Now when we left, it was dark. That's worrying. Let's see if the store contents have changed. No, sir. I don't think they have. I guess what we're going to do again. We're going to go back down in. Do it all again. Why? Because we want to be completely healthy before we go back down to that depth. See any stairs? I don't. It's kind of a busy room for 50 feet. Free money. Not going to pass free money up. Tunnel in there. Slime mold. Eat that slime mold. Slime molds are edible in the game. There's stairs, but they go down. Rest really quickly. Ugh. Give me some stairs, man. You could easily waste the scroll of recall. But we're not that rich. Not yet. Ah, still nothing. Something hit us. We'll ignore that. Free scroll of identify. That's awesome. Can we use it on anything? No, sir. Now we're going to rest. Take off our lantern and rest for another 7,500. Except, there we go. We had an interrupter. So as we rest here, I'll go over the goals. What we're trying to do is heal up our character, Yisha. Her name is Yisha. She's a third class evoker. After that, we'll go back down to the 400 foot mark, maybe go up to 350, look for some rings, look for some cool stuff. And hopefully we can get enough experience points to go up to the 17th level. We have leveled up in every single show here. And I think this is what, the 14th show? So yeah, we gotta level up in every show if we can. There will come many shows in the future where we can't because of the exponential curve of experience that is required to get to the next level. Why do we want to level up? Well, we get more mana and we get more hit points. However, when we're done, when the leveling up actually becomes rare, we can get intelligence potions to raise our mana. So something to remember. Alright, here we are, we're at the end. And we can also get, I think, constitution potions to raise our hit points, if I recall correctly. But those are at a much deeper level than we are at. Okay, let's go up. Alright, it's daytime. And, you know what? They changed their stock, but not in a good way. Nothing there that we'd want. We were looking for wisdom and constitution. Wisdom and constitution. Look at those arrows. Slay evil arrows. Wow. They are not for us, though. Nothing cool there. Well, after all that, we're just going to have to risk it and go back down. Shall we? We have a couple extra things. We might as well hang on. Read scroll. Here we go. 400 feet. Here we come. Yes, sir. Around this corner and zap. Here we are. 400 feet. Novice priest. Easily dispatched. We're going to throw our mushroom of confusion at the next thing. How about this thing? Fire throw. That's an F key. And we say, G, fire that item there towards that harpy. The mushroom of confusion hits the gray harpy. Very good. I wonder if we get any experience for that. I didn't think to look for that. Alright, Ring of Adornment. We already have one. They're pretty useless, those Rings of Adornment. Let's stay out of the middle, if at all possible. That wasn't a sound effect, that was me hitting a wrong key. There are no sound effects. That was a greedy little gnome. He cleaned us out of 3 books last time we ran into one of those. We have another ring of teleportation. Rings of teleportation are great. I explained why last time. It's a free way to get away. Let's drop it over here. Now, this is the first chest we've ever seen in the game. It's a small iron chest. Alright, and the deal is you have to open these things to get what's in them. But you know what? They're normally trapped. So we kind of go around it, and there, hey, you discovered a trap on the chest. So now we disarm it, just like a trap elsewhere. We have disarmed it. Well, are there still any more traps on it? Nope. Open it. You failed to pick the lock. You failed to pick the lock. And so on. Hey, there's stuff in there. Got some money. And a scroll of monster confusion, which we'll leave there. So, that's our first chest. Way to go. Alright, even better. We have we have a special room here. Love the special rooms. Why? Because they have stuff in them. And strong monsters, usually. Bloodshot eye. What's that? Woven cord armor. Now, what's in there? A skeleton, but what else is in there with it? An icky thing. A bloodshot icky thing. Well, that woven cord armor isn't doing so much for us. Our hard leather armor is better. But I don't want to pass up a good thing. That's a pretty good thing. But our hard leather armor is better, so drop it. Drop R. We can also drop that leather cap. Anything else we want to drop here? 400 feet? I think that's good. So, special room cleared. Moving on to the next special room. Light brown potion. I wonder what that is. Let's see. Alright. I don't really want to stay right there and be low on mana, so I'll go around the corner here. Light brown potion, J. Apple juice. Haha. Quaff. Apple juice. Light brown potion is always apple juice. I should have remembered that. Bit of a spoiler there. Another ring. And something's running after us. Blue worm nest. Firebolt against blue. Red against blue. Unless you run out of mana. Oh. Any more? That's it. What is that barrel ring? What is it? Feather falling. We're going to wear that one. We're going to replace our ring of adornment on our left hand. So wear feather falling left hand. We're going to drop. Oops. We're not going to drop that. We're going to drop our ring of adornment. There. Feather falling is a handy spell or a handy feature of an item. Guess we didn't kill all those guys. Oh, they're everywhere. Oh. Oh. I'll explain feather falling in a minute here, after we're safer. Ugh. Alright, time to go to town. Magic Missile 1. No charges left. It's garbage. Yeah. We're in a bit of trouble here. Bit of trouble. We can tell we're in trouble because we have 0 mana and there's monsters. Maybe we can get away over here. Alright, we can. Are there any more of those bad guys? Yes. Several of them. Well, let's go rest some more. Rest up over here. Go to town again. How many are we dealing with? G, detect monsters. Such a waste to learn a first level spell when you're level 16 mage. Well, maybe that's it. Oh, we got more. Maybe that's it. Nope. Hope they don't work their way around me here. And that's why you don't sit around and hit them. Because they have a frost attack. Oh, we're trapped. Look at that. Wow. Can I rest? Nope. No rest for the wicked. Phase door scroll out of here. Nah, we're still not free. Oh, can't even cast that. Alright. This is a bit of a flea situation. You cannot beat all of those worm masses. So we'll just ignore that part of the board. Bit of a sign that we're out of our depth. Oi. Alright. Use Staff of Detect Invisible. Gee, there he is. See him? I think we got him. Rest. We got our wisdom again. And as our wisdom goes down, our fail rate goes up, I believe. Our spell fail. Our casting. Oh, another one. Should have noticed that before. There he is. That didn't get him. Ugh. Oh well, he's gone. Wow, our wisdom is 6. I don't think we'll be leveling up this particular time. Do you? What is that? Green Naga. Followed by the whole crew. Boy, are they angry. Well, let's save the toughest one for last. Read a scroll of phase door. Now what? Stuck way over here. Maybe come down here. Alright. Hit us once, hit us twice, and we're back out the door. Fast. Around the corner. Alright, let him have it. Actually, if I go a little bit more and get to 9, I can do a firebolt. Oh, hit me again. What am I doing? Oh, that's how you die right there. MCG. Oh, that hurt him, but didn't kill him. Oh. Toe to toe, let's go. Got him. Whew. We need 500 more. We didn't kill that ghost. Oh, but we just ran into it. Huh. Nice. But boy, are we hurting for wisdom. Boy, are we hurting for wisdom. Alright. Continuing on. Didn't even see him. Wow. That's what they're supposed to look like. See that? The firebolt took the blue jelly one shot because he's susceptible to it. Oh, green jelly too. Okay. Either something is around the corner there, like an E, or there is something new. Something new that is visible and sucks mana from us. These things are treacherous. So let's use our staff. There he is. And I hit it with a frostbolt. Is he still there? Nope, he's moved. He's there. There, we got it. Wonder what that was. I don't know if it was a lost soul or what. Rat skeleton. Moving on. Remember, we still have those worm masses over here somewhere. We're getting close to them. We just rested right beside a blue jelly. Foolishness. Don't do that. Don't do that, people. Summon your limited strength. I hope we don't need to do that. Summon our limited strength. Hey, we got stuff in the ring. What's that? A greedy little gnome. Take that, you greedy little gnome. Sapphire ring and a mace. Alright, let's take a little second to identify this stuff, shall we? Boring old MCE trick here. Damned. You don't want that. How about the ring? Feather Falling's alright, but a lot of rings are better than Feather Falling. Let's see, okay. Ring of Protection. This Ring of Protection adds 1 to our AC. So Feather Falling or permanent armor class advantage. I'll go with the Ring of Protection. So that is Which ring do I want to put this on? The left hand. There we go. And we'll hang on to the other ring and maybe sell it in the store. No need to bash doors when you can turn them to mud. That's what we did there. Some more mud. Making mud everywhere. There we go. What is it? Yellow jelly. Ugh. Ugh. It hits you. From where? Oh man. This is a bad situation. Wonder where that guy is. He's right there. And he hits us. Rest. Rest. Just left us alone, thank goodness. Till we find it again, magically. There, we got him. And we got the jelly too. It would be really nice to find a permanent see invisible item. Very, very nice to find. Would be a great find. That way we see those guys. We don't need a spell or anything. Or a potion to protect invisible. Green mold. Is that our first green mold? Not sure. Okay, we're getting close to worm territory. Let's sneak around. Ah. Oh, wow. Oh, there go the boots. Oh man, you've been slimed. That, my friends, is a Ghostbusters reference in the Moria game. It's eating all our food. Literally. Okay. Phase door out of there. And we're zero. We're zero. What's going on? Why isn't it letting me rest? Oh. Around we go. Wow, it's a bad situation developing. Really bad situation. What are we looking at here? Well, I think it's time we just flee back up to the town. Scroll and recall. We're going to aim this wand at him. Sticking cloud wand. That's a keeper. Anything else we can try while we're down here? We can drop that magic missile thing. Empty. That's good. Take me home. Take me home. There we are. Rest. Well, we didn't level up this time. The first show, where we didn't do that. That's too bad. What do you do when you live in a shoe? We'll level up next time for sure. Buying some, you know what? scroll of recalls for our next trip. We bought them all. Now finally, we would really like to have the restore potions. Man. We don't have them. Restore intelligence, strengths. You know what? Let's just go down to 50 feet and sleep again. We gotta fix our wisdom situation. It's getting embarrassing. Yisha is embarrassed at her wisdom. I hate that when you think you're in a room but you're not. I should have remembered that rooms aren't dark. Rooms aren't dark at 50 feet, ever. Take off our lantern and eat some. And 7,500. So there we go. It's we made some progress this time. Got some experience points, but we still have some ways to go. Well, we didn't really find anything that good, did we? The Wand of Stinking Cloud was good. Yeah. What else? I don't know. I think we could probably identify some more things in our inventory as well. Anyhow, let's see, what else? I showed you my keyboard, right? It's the oldest keyboard I've ever seen. It has a connect button. See that? Connect to the internet. Ah. Want to go shopping? Just hit shopping. It's an old keyboard. So anyway, this is Moria. It's a roguelike game. There are no sounds. The sound you heard was the 5 minutes left sound. It's good to play with music on if you have your character going. And here we are. Let's go back up to the town and see if we can buy something useful. Son of a crapper. Still nothing good. Well, let's sell what we have. Nothing we want to sell, is there? Potion of critical wounds. Yeah, sell that. Resist heat. See what else is here. Again, we're just looking for high-priced items here. We're not reading really fast. All right. Do some last-minute identifying of the things we're wearing. Gloves. Those aren't good gloves. Maybe we'll go buy some gloves. Gauntlets. Yeah. And we're at 20. How about that? 20 AC. What else are we wearing? That is it. We don't need to identify anything else. Anything over here? Yeah, thrusting sword. Just a normal sword. We'll go sell it for what we can get. There you go. Could have sold it for a lot more. We also have a scroll of identify. Could have used that. Alright. Buy some food and then we're done. Unfortunately, you know, some of the sessions are kind of like this, where we don't really seemingly make any progress. But I think we had a ways to go before we got to level 17, and we still do. So that's too bad. Next time, we will hopefully clean up our wisdom and clean up our constitution, and who knows, maybe even make level 17. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.